Hey, welcome to the Baco Motorsports Power. Mike Griffith here, flying solo without being able to hear Chris McCullough on the producer's desk. So saw the red light come on. This is the hour-long show we do every week covering motorsports throughout the country, even sometimes the world and locally. I've got Steve Hughes from Kern County Raceway Park with me. How you doing, Steve?
I'm good, man. You just nudged me out of bed a little early to get here and host this first segment with you.
Yeah, like you were in bed.
I appreciate that.
I should say the astonishing Steve
Wow,
Hughes.
I like that.
Or effervescent.
Oh, I really like that.
Like that?
Like Alka-Seltzer.
Like, bubble up. I'm thinking ginger ale.
I'm like Alka-Seltzer. Yeah, I've been described as that before.
So, what'd you do this past weekend?
Had a lot of stuff going on. We had a bicycle race kind of early in the day out at Kern County Raceway, and then we transitioned right into a great race night, ladies' night, Mother's Day weekend, and then I enjoyed Mother's Day with my wife and kids. So it was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend. And then what'd you do on Sunday, Mother's Day? No race watching?
No race watching. Just kind of hung out and spent the day with my wife and cooked her breakfast, and it was nice. It was a nice day, relaxing
Mother's
day.
Day is kind of a U.S. holiday, and
it is.
No racing?
No racing.
Formula One raced.
Oh, of course.
So, of course, because they don't care about mothers.
No.
But the news is NASCAR, big win for Martin Truex at Kansas. But in that, there was a fiery accident. Joey Logano broke apart, hit Danica Patrick. Eric Amarola runs into it. Car gets up in the air, a bunch of flames. And, Chris, I think we've got a video of that. Can we go ahead and show that? Or not?
There we go. Well, there's one shot of it from Logano.
Back it down, low, come on, hurry. Oh, big wreck behind you. Back it down, stay in the middle, get in the middle.
Oh, man, Eric Almirola.
Holy dude, that is bad. Oh, gosh.
Gosh, I hope they're okay, man. That was the hardest hit I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh, that is not good.
Oh, my God. Hope everybody's okay. Holy
cow, that was big.
Holy.
What the
They're going to red flag us over here.
Yeah, that was awful.
He was hauling ass when he hit them. He almost flipped. That's unbelievable. Oh, my back. Ah!
Okay, bud, help's coming. Just wait on him.
Did he blow a tire or something?
Turned off the wall right rear of the 10, but I'm not sure why he turned off where he turned off.
Poor Joey, okay?
You alright? Yeah.
Broke big, whatever it was. Danica, alright? She had a freaking punt.
Are you okay? She is out of the car all good. Copy.
Man, Danica takes some of the hardest hits I've ever seen.
She's a pretty tough old bird, I'll give her that.
Tough girl. It's her big hit.
Danica Patrick was not at all happy when she was questioning Joey Logano.
She's going to beat up Joey. She could.
Once again, Eric Almirola is awake and alert as they work on cutting roll cage bars to be able to get him out of that car.
Did I get him out yet?
Not yet.
Like they're cutting Eric out?
Yeah, they got Eric out. They're just being cautious with him because he's complaining of his back. They cut the roof off. He's on a stretcher.
Damn. Took a while. It's not good.
So Fox Sports puts that together at a couple of days after each race, so you can listen to the teams and see some of the behind the scenes stuff. And I think it's just fascinating. And this was especially telling in that all the concern you could hear from the drivers talking about it, and they're watching replays on the big screen there.
Right, and you don't realize how fast Kansas Speedway is. I mean, when they're talking about that section of the racetrack, 200 plus miles an hour. Going down there and then have something break like that, like on Joey, and what they're saying is the debris may have cut a tire on Amarola's car and just could not control the car to get it down out of the way.
Or he's going so fast he hits the brakes and then he doesn't want to turn. And you're just, you're going that fast and stuff's happening in front of you, and there's a reaction time, and then what should I do? Where should I go? And
well, when you see it on the replay, it seems almost like an eternity before he comes in, but it's actually pretty quick.
Yeah.
And like you say, they're hauling the mail in that section of the track at Kansas. So hopefully a speedy recovery for Eric Almirola.
Yeah, big deal there. And It's interesting to talk about Danica's tough bird. She's going to beat up Joey in the comment. Yeah, she probably could.
Yeah,
she is a fitness and a health nut. And if you follow her on Twitter or Instagram, you'll see a lot of stuff she does. Her workout.
Yeah, her
workouts would make us cry.
Some of those yoga poses that she gets into are pretty crazy.
Yeah, and then what she does to stay in shape is.
I have trouble bending over to tie my shoes, and she could bend over the other way and come around and tie shoes.
Yeah,
so
pretty flexible there, and maybe that helps with taking a hit like she did.
Yeah, she's taken a lot of them, and some bad luck for the number 10 team this year. See, if it wasn't for bad luck, she wouldn't have any.
Sitting there doing, both of those, Eric and Danica, nothing wrong, and they got really well.
And running in the top 10, so yeah, tough break.
You got that went on here, and here's ended up in victory lane was Martin Truex there. Kevin Harvick, a decent day, finished third, so pretty good run for Kevin, who was happy with the performance and wasn't quite there at the end.
Got to believe the win's coming for him, though. A lot of seconds, a lot of top tens, scoring some points, in the stage racing. So I think a win's coming.
Yeah, hasn't been winning stages, but getting seconds and third and points. And where you got Kyle Larson still leading the way with Martin Truex up there in second, Brad Keselowski. Chase Elliott, does anybody really think Jamie McMurray is going to challenge for the championship?
Absolutely.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There you go.
If you look at there in the top 5, those are teammates. Kyle Larson, Jamie McMurray. So
yeah,
got a pretty good shot.
Pretty good shot. Yeah. And what's interesting, I like to always look at the points in the parentheses is what's going to go over and give them added to their, say, 0 points when the chase starts.
Yeah, those are the playoff bonus
points. And Martin's up there with 15 and Brad with 12. I think Kevin's still got a couple. He's 6th in points overall, by the way, so not bad for him. Then we have the Xfinity Series points. I think they did not run.
They did not
this past weekend.
They'll be in action this Saturday.
This Saturday,
they'll be the matinee race before the All-Star race.
Right at Charlotte, where you have the Xfinity Series followed by the All-Star variety of races.
Yep, trucks on Friday. Trucks on Friday. Xfinity Saturday in the morning.
And then morning our time.
Yeah, morning our time. And then the Open, Monster Energy Open. And I think 2 drivers go out of the Open into the All-Star race. And then the All-Star race in prime time.
Right.
5 o'clock our time, 8 o'clock Eastern.
So if we go back to those Xfinity points and take a look at those real quick, we've got Elliott Sadler on top, Justin Allgaier, William Byron, Darrell Wallace Jr., Daniel Hemmick, and Ryan Reed, I believe, has slipped to 6th. He had a Talladega.
Couple bad runs there.
Didn't got caught up in an accident at Talladega.
Easy to do.
And as he said, they always run well there, but can't ever do anything.
Yeah.
And there it was again. And so
and Darrell Wallace Jr., if you follow him on Facebook, he's making his first super late model race at Bristol for the U.S. Short Track Nationals. And he's got an in-car video with a super late model on that half mile. It's pretty interesting to watch. Yeah, you got to check it out.
Yeah, so Darrell Wallace, good follow on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He doesn't really put out a lot, but it's, when he
does, it's
when he posts
stuff.
videos like that. I'm a short track fanatic, so I really enjoyed that view in a super late model, and they were hauling the mail.
Yeah, good follows. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Of course.
I think Rodney Childers, Kevin Harvick's crew
chief. He's a good one. Yeah.
He's a good follower. I follow Joey, the Brad Spotter, who is also the airplane pilot.
Oh, nice. So
you always get different perspectives from him because you get weather questions and flying questions and stuff. So actually, there's a lot of so it goes just to show there's much more than the driver. It is such a team sport, and if you follow some of these various members of the teams, you get different perspectives of what's going on as well.
And Fox has been highlighting the spotters here lately, especially at Talladega where they're so important. And some of those stories and some of the friendships that the drivers have with their spotters it was a pretty good segment on Fox last week.
The spotters are the eyes of these guys because you can't see out of these cars these days.
No.
You just don't see much.
Well, the safety has gone so far ahead of where we were just 15 years ago, and that the full containment seats and all that really has limited the visibility of the drivers.
You're kind of like tucked into a cocoon there,
and that's how I'd like it. I prefer it because who knows how it would have turned out if we didn't have the safety advances with the crash on Saturday night.
Just the crashes, the how fast you're going and how hard these crashes are. That,
Mm-hmm.
the safety advances in the car, and, of course, the safety advances on the track.
But I had no idea that they were doing 210 miles an hour at Kansas Speedway. I mean, I had no idea.
Fast.
No idea.
Fast.
Yes.
Either or.
Okay.
Coming up in another week plus.
Okay.
We'll ask this again. Indy 500 or the 600?
I'll watch them both.
Either or. You can only watch one.
If go to one or watch one?
Watch one.
I'll watch the Coke 600.
Yeah, see?
No, I'll watch the Indy 500.
Yeah. It's faster. Gives you more time of the day, too.
Well, gosh darn it. I mean, they're both such great races. I mean, it's like the race fans' nirvana, right? This coming up weekend, Memorial Day weekend. It's the start of summer. You get to hang out with your family and your friends, but then, you get to watch 1,100 miles plus sometimes of racing on that Sunday.
You could barbecue twice.
And I will. Yeah, and I will.
Speaking of that, you got also this weekend.
How about you? Either or. What are you going to do
Indy
on that?
500.
Yeah.
Just because I've been there so many times.
Yeah.
The race is quicker,
Yeah.
and quite frankly, it's generally a better race.
Our general manager, Larry Collins, is going this year.
It's generally a better race. Now, in Brickyard 400, not so good.
Really?
The race, the cars just in the track don't mesh well.
Right.
But the Indy 500,
I still like watching the last 15 laps when the Cup is there. So
Yeah. See what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Got the NHRA's going to Heartland Park in Topeka this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Capps is looking to make it 4 straight wins in funny cars, and he's been in 4 finals this year. He's got the hot hand now. We know how that can change over the years. You got to get to the championship race, to their chase, and see who's got the hot hand. But thought that's interesting that Ron's on such a hot streak after winning the title last year.
Finally winning the title last year.
Finally, after so many years.
Yeah.
And he's another good guy to follow.
Yeah, he is.
And a big supporter of a variety of racing.
Absolutely. Dirt track racing. And, and he's I consider him a local. I mean, he's from San Luis Obispo. I mean, come on.
And he spent a lot of time at Famoso back in the day.
Yeah.
So kind of a local. So we'll claim him.
Yep.
And then Lewis Hamilton won the Grand Prix of Spain. I told you, somebody races on Mother's Day. First win of the year for Lewis Hamilton.
Really?
Yeah. Sebastian Vettel second, and Daniel Ricciardo in the Red Bull third. So now it's pretty much looking like a 2-driver fight for that championship between Vettel, who's, I think, 6 or 8 points ahead of Hamilton.
And they give qualifying points and all that too, don't they?
Do they give qualifying points? I don't know. They give the race points, and they pay down to 10th now. It used to only be 6. But there is a priority on winning there.
So let me get this straight. If there's 20 cars, only 10th place can earn points?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. 10th place and up.
That. And the other Mercedes and the other Ferrari both fell out early, so they're done in the pretty much done in the championship.
I guess I need to brush up on Formula One a little bit.
Yeah, from 10th on back, and
man, that's kind of a shot in the gut, man.
Yeah, no points.
Oh boy,
they only pay the performers there.
Wow.
And even in 10th, you're going to be a lap down. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, true.
Spirit Southwest Tour in Las Vegas this Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And along with Lucas Oil Modifieds also.
It should be a good show over there on the Bull Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And NASCAR K&N Pro Series West at the Orange Show, which is, we talk about bull rings, that's a bull ring.
Basically it's an old football stadium.
Quarter mile.
Yep, that's been converted. So it's a pretty neat place to race.
Go, plenty of racing coming up this weekend. And we'll be back in just a minute to talk with Steve Hughes about what happened at Kern County Raceway Park last weekend, what's coming up out there at the track. So we'll see you back in a minute.